We're here in Denver, Colorado at my nephew Daniel's house with his wife Hillary and their daughter Mary. And my other nephew Raph has his RV parked and he's about to give us a tour. Let's just work our way over there and try to find Raph. Okay, so here we are with Raph in his
Encore.
In his RV. What is this one? It's a 1985 you said before?
1987.
1987 Encore.
Encore, and it only has 38,000 original miles.
They always made these things so fancy. So what are all these things up there?
These are all new additions. See right here? They're little cameras here. So these are new additions.
Oh, yeah.
Cameras that we put on the rear view mirrors. So I have cameras, backup cameras and side cameras. And then one is a camera for the behind.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of follow you around and you can give the tour.
And then these are obviously just, standard seats you put in. You can put storage in there.
That was kind of a good feature.
And then there's a new CD player put on there. Has a good new sound system. Has, triple places where you can charge so multiple people can have their cell phones being charged at once instead of one. And then this is built in for storage up here.
There, that fishing net design.
Yeah. And then here, is the just storage or storage bin, stuff like that.
See, they made stuff different in these 1987s than they do in the new stuff, so it's kind of interesting to see an older model.
Tons of space.
How many feet is this?
24 foot. 24 foot, and then this is all remodeled. So this is an original. So this is new. The refrigerator's new, and all of the cupboard, the stuff like that. He gutted it, and then he remodeled this. So this is remodeled.
The guy that you bought it from?
Yeah, and then he put this in here, back here, which is sort of like a feature that a lot of them don't have. You have a sink right here by your bedroom, and then
that is nice.
A built-in mirror that comes out. And there, like I said, there's tons of storage closet space in here. This opens, it's a tinted window, but since I'm on the street, I have it closed off. A full-size bed.
Just a better view of that bed. Oh yeah, you can stretch out on that easily.
And then I have this from my Uncle Mike. I learned the oil heater.
That's me.
Yeah, from Utah.
They really work well too.
Are the way to go.
Have they ever blown the fuse? Sometimes I have two of them going at the same time.
I've blown the fuse in the RV, but not in Daniel's house.
Huh?
And what blows it if I have this going and if I run the toaster.
Yeah, too much electrical things going.
Pops it every
you
time.
pop the fuse and there you are again.
And then in here it's dark right now, but
you're coming around the corner.
Normally I was going to say there's a
Oh yeah.
Motion sensor light here.
Oh, interesting.
And so the motion sensor comes on.
So is that like a skylight there off to the side, that little thing there?
This is actually...
that's the light.
Yeah, this is where storage. That you would put the toilet paper, whatever. Yeah, this is the light. And then here normally I have the sunlight, but I have a tarp over it. Extra storage.
That's what it is.
And then if you go in here, you show the shower head. I don't have it hooked up, but when you run water through it, it does a light show for you. And it comes on and it lights up and changes different rainbow colors and stuff like that.
You can also do a little bath here if you wanted to, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty big bathroom for
an
RV. I mean, because you know how small they are.
So who had this before you? I think James, not James, but Daniel was telling me.
And on a guy with his wife and his child, he was an engineer, something like that.
So he had it since it was new,
and then so this is a flat. It's a TV, but it's a DVD, built-in DVD player with a TV. So the DVD goes on top there, and it has its remote, so I can use it. And then you can plug in, if you wanted, you could plug in HDMI's or your iPhones, stuff like that. It has its own heating system under here, the furnace.
Well, I like the way that is attached there, so you can open it up easily.
Yeah.
It's a breaking.
And the furnace is controlled remotely. Here, I can turn it up and down. I have it set at 57 degrees, but that's the remote for the furnace, and then this is the remote for the air conditioning. So I have that at 77. This one at...
Is that a TV camera over there?
These are cameras. Yeah, both of these and this one right here. And then this goes, this is the security system, Swan. So that's why Here's the keys to it. That's why I told you I named it.
You named
her Swan because her name is Swan, so I figured I'd go with
Name
Swan.
the RV Swan.
Black Swan, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people name their cars. I never thought about naming the RV though.
Yeah, well, I just figured I'd name her because.
So
then he put this in. Obviously, I don't. But,
that would have been, in my opinion, that would have been where the table.
Or if I'm traveling, then I'll move this out and put the 2 kennels in here, and then this is.
Oh, that's right, because you have the 2 dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, so the 2 kennels can come
here. Oh, that's perfect.
And it'll keep them warmer. It keeps me warmer, and it's perfect here because it's clean, you know. And then they're not trying to mess up anything.
Yeah, it's perfect for the kennels. That's good. That's a good point. Because otherwise, where do you put them?
And then in here, because so I have my rice cooker, which I can cook stew or I can cook pretty much anything, and you just push that, and then it's easy to clean. So, I mean, I don't try and cook a lot of heavy things in here because you don't have a lot of space.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna travel around, do you think, or just kind of?
Oh, I forgot to show you this part. There's a brand new microwave in here too. I have it covered with tea, but I was just trying to show you how much space is actually.
Yeah, they do. I like these old models because they did things that you just didn't think of in other.
I'm going to be challenged, but I mean, I like Arizona, and I like that Arizona doesn't get cold in the winter. So I like to travel and then travel the northern part in the summertime and that. But I just to have freedom, and if I wanted to go hang out with a relative or something, I can, and I have a place like a house on wheels.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're invading their space.
Yeah, and then I don't feel like I'm stuck down to a mortgage.
Oh gosh,
stuck somewhere. You know what I mean?
Freedom.
I have freedom. Yeah.
Yep. Because
just since we're videotaping it, I just want to show you how beautiful the engine sounds. So the one thing I really loved and sold me about this, I prayed for this and I got everything that I prayed for. I prayed for a vehicle or something that I could work on. This is a 454 V8 engine. So this is an engine that they put in the trucks, the old trucks. It's the best engine that Chevy ever made, 454, and it's a V8, so it's something me and you easily could work on. It doesn't take a genius to work on it, you know what I mean? So let me show you. In the very first startup.
Oh yeah, you didn't even have to sit down and give it gas or anything.
Listen, I mean, the sound of that engine is beautiful, it just purrs.
Yeah, it does sound nice.
Yeah. And it only has 38,000 original miles on it. So, I mean, that's nothing for a 454 V8. Yeah, I'm very thankful for this.
Let's go look at the outside, even though you have it covered up. I'm going to put this on pause.
So these are all the different keys to the different pockets. And
yeah, because you haven't, how long have you had this? You haven't had it long enough to really do anything yet. You only had it a couple months. Not even a month, yeah. So you have to figure out how all the...
Yeah, this is just like...
Yeah, access to the components of, but probably the refrigerator there, water pump, yeah. I think this is probably the heater.
And this
that's
is
as hot, or the water.
It has a plug-in for outside, which I find, I guess if you want to
camping, outside.
Yeah. So this is
obviously... I'm going to come out here, I can get a better view.
He added all LED lights on this too, on the front and the back. So these are all new LEDs.
I'm backing up more. It's pretty big. You got it parked here at the side of your brother's house.
For the backing up part. And then like I was showing you, there's 2 cameras.
And there's, I see one of the cameras up there.
There's one up there and one here. There's a camera right there too.
What does this door do? Does it go inside or is there storage area?
There's storage underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this. That's that nice built-on ladder too.
Yeah, and then like...
It's a different look for a ladder.
Well, this is, you know what, you know, this is where you put the hose for things, but I'm just showing you, like, if you want to put extra stuff, you could put other stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have it winterized right now, but...
Sure.
All the windows work. It's gasoline, which I think is good.
Are you plugged into Daniel's place?
Yeah, I am plugged in Daniel's, so I'm running off electricity. But this can run off, you can run off electricity. a generator or gasoline, so you can run off 3 different things. Now what I want to do is to get it hooked up on the solar.
Oh God, yes,
I want to
get
get
idea.
2 solar panels on the top and get this hooked up.
Well, actually, we wouldn't even go by panels. You go by like the number of watts.
And if you want to show this, okay. And I also prayed for brand new tires because I knew I wouldn't be able to afford tires on an RV. And this came with brand new tires on all 6 tires are brand new.
Awesome.
He gave me brand new tires too.
And there's one of those cameras.
Yeah.
So get an angle on it. There we go.
And then he put these in. He added this for tie downs for this.
Oh, that's
tire.
clever,
I really
isn't
like
it?
that
Yeah, that's a real
too.
clever idea because the way you use it for the looping.
Yeah. So again, like I
trying to
said,
see
he
the front
added
here.
LED lights. These are the original. They still work.
Yeah, you were saying earlier that
This
how
is
the
extra LED. Yeah.
nose looks like a swan too, even though you named it
does.
swan. Oh, look at
It
this.
looks like a beak. You know what I mean?
The hitch stuff here.
I mean, look, if you stand right here,
Let's get back a little bit.
it looks like a beak to a bird, a big bird. You know what I mean?
It does, doesn't it? try and emphasize that. I'm gonna put that on pause. But the one thing you're saying about the solar,
Yeah.
instead of by panels, you do it by watts. You can buy the 100 watts, 200 watts, or 400 watts. If you have 400 watts, it's not going to
Yeah.
run 2 big items at the same time. But you definitely can
I was
probably
thinking
last
the ones
through.
that I see on the vans that are about 500 watts. So I was
Yeah.
thinking about a 500 watt.
So
Enough to run my refrigerator when I'm...
Okay, I'm thinking if you had 400, anything 400 plus would be really good. So anyway, so you're happy, right?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm thankful
And
for
see,
it.
that's the thing that everyone always says who does RV lifestyles. They're
And
much
it's not
happier.
and it's not too small. You learn to live on a lot less, and you learn to live more simply, and you're happier.
Yeah, and that
you
freedom.
don't have to have all this stuff. Yeah, and the main part is what you're saying, freedom. If I want to, I can go visit my family. I don't have to have a hotel room because I have a hotel on wheels.
Yep. Yep. As long as you got your finances going, you can survive indefinitely.
and those of us who are retired and have a pension from the military or
Yep.
disability in that, it's perfect life for you. Because, see, I had a choice. I could either pay almost $1,000 a month for an apartment, or
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
put that money into this and pay it, put that payment, like a $500
or basically
payment
pay it
for an
off
RV.
right off the top.
And then you actually own it, and I can travel around with it.
That's
And no one
exactly-
can really harass you in it, you
Yep.
know. Oh, also I found out with RVs, what I want to let people know with RVs, the insurance is extremely affordable. I thought an RV, because it's, I thought it would be more than a car. My insurance for a whole year was $67.78.
For the whole year, that's
For the
kind
whole year, because an RV counts as a house, not a car.
So what
they
if it has a
insure
wreck?
as a house? Then you run off that liability insurance. You know what I mean?
interesting.
Yeah. So I found that out, that the registration and the insurance for it is cheap. The registration for 2 years.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah,
$55.
That's a good point because you kind of think there's going to be some horrible
now
prices,
my car
especially on a used one.
Is $300 for registration, and my insurance is over $120 a month. So
Do you have a
my
tow bar on there for the
insurance-
car? Then, or are you gonna?
It does have a tow hitch on the back, so I can put a toy. What do they call it? A toy. Toy. Anyway, where you can tow your car on the
Sure.
back. I can do that, but I'd rather, just have my car here or somewhere else. Just keep it for storage.
Sure. Especially when you're traveling around, you go hopping from one place to the
Yeah.
other and have.
I really
I
like
do the same thing.
the
Put
car
some stuff
too.
in storage.
But with this kind, I'll probably get 15 miles to the gallon, so it's not too bad, but it's not.
Especially if you don't really, if you do it by a calculation where you figure how much am I going to drive a month versus how
Yeah.
much would I have driven if I was working and having to go to work every month, you probably actually
True.
spend, even though the gas mileage might be worse in an RV than in a car, you might have actually spent less or
other
the
thing
same
I
had
like
you been
about
living in
RV
town.
is you're in no hurry. With RVs, you don't want to go over 55 miles an hour, so you're really not in a hurry. So everyone can pass you. You don't have to worry about
There you go.
people, they can go around you. So,
Well, I'm going to go ahead and close it here and say
all right.
thanks for talking to us.
Shalom, salam, my people.